Good morning, friends, and welcome back. I wanted you to take a good look at this box. I'm showing you that there are no wrinkles on here. These are napkins, and I'd like to show you exactly how to do this and tell you what the two biggest problems are that you might encounter and how to avoid them. You can paint the box. I painted the inside. For the sake of this video, I did not paint the outside, but that was only because I wanted to keep the video simple. So you'll want to make sure you have matte decoupage glue, a box, and we won't have to worry about removing this hardware for this project. A little container of water, distilled water is really the best. You'll also need parchment paper, napkin decoupage glue, and a craft iron or even your home iron. Just take the water and put it on your thumb and pointer finger and just press the edges of the napkin until you separate the three plies so that you're just left with the top ply of the napkin. Now, before you get started, you want to make sure you have enough napkin to cover your whole box, and I will have links down below to some lovely napkins, to the boxes, to as many of these products or supplies as you need. And I always put my Americana decoupage glue in a smaller container. It helps to keep the glue a lot more pristine. And you want to make sure you apply a heavy but even coat of the decoupage glue. And you want to make sure, always get the ends. I stress that because we can miss the ends and not have enough glue on there, decoupage glue. Now, as far as the rest of the box goes, I'm going to repeat the same thing. Put decoupage glue, a layer of it all around. I'm also putting a jar lid. If you notice between the top of the box and the bottom of the box, I've got a lid stuck in there. That's so the top and the bottom don't dry closed. And I'm showing you here how I switched to a smaller brush because it's a lot easier to go around these metal pieces. If you get some on there, it's not a big deal. You can just wipe it off. And I do prefer using a bristle brush as opposed to the sponge brush. The sponge brush can come apart. It can cause uneven application of the glue. So I prefer to work with these brushes, which tend to be a lot more versatile because they've got all different sizes and shapes to them anyway. And I'm going to do the same thing on the back here. Now, when you are all done, you want to put the box aside to dry. I did paint the inside, and I always prefer using chalk paint. I use the Deco Art Chalky Finish. So I'm going to paint the inside just because I want there to be a little protection if I put jewelry or things like that in there. If you're going to paint the inside, I actually recommend that you do this before you apply the decoupage glue, but I tend to have these ideas as I'm going along. So the box is now dry on the outside. I'm painting all of this. You can see I'm carefully painting these edges here, and this will dry very quickly. Now we get to the most fun that I think you can have with an iron. You can use your household iron, or down below I have a link for a craft iron, the one that I'm using here. But you'll want to make sure you have parchment paper, and that's the paper. If you don't bake, parchment paper is the paper that they use in ovens. It can take very high temperatures. It's not like any other paper. And what you want to do is line up the napkin, and of course this is just the top ply. There's nothing else attached to this, no other papers. And you want to make sure, you can see I'm doing this in real time rather than speeding this up because I want you to see I'm being very careful just to line up the edges here. We're going to file off the excess anyway. I just wanted to make sure that my pattern was neat. I didn't want to have a crooked pattern. Then you want to pull that napkin just a tiny bit. You don't want to tear it, but you want to make sure it is kind of taut. And now take your parchment paper and place it over the box. And you want to be very careful here. First of all, you don't want to burn yourself, but you want to make sure that you are thoroughly ironing this whole surface down. I could have easily used my household iron, except that I keep water in it, and you don't want any steam whatsoever. You want a dry iron. So I'm taking the craft iron. It also works really well for the small spaces we're going to need to get to. And you want to, right about this speed, go over the whole surface. I'm just working in this one section. You don't have to press it down too hard, but you do want to make sure, in essence, what you're doing is melting that decoupage glue underneath, which causes the napkin to automatically adhere. There's no need for you to watch me iron the whole box. I'm going to show you how this looks now that this is ironed down. Do you see how smooth that is? There are no wrinkles. Because I want this to go over the front, and rather than tear a tiny piece of napkin to fit over here, I would just rather wrap the napkin around the front. The decoupage glue has dried there, and I'm going to take the craft iron, and it's specifically in places like this where it makes this project a lot easier. And again, we want to pull it a little tight, and you don't have to worry too much about the napkin that is around that hardware piece right there. I would pull that down, just makes it a little bit easier. And now I'm going to take the iron and I'm going to go right up against that edge, which is easy to feel. Now you see I just put a wrinkle in there, so I have to be careful. I have to pull it a little tightly again, press it down. I'm going to put my parchment paper over this and iron that down. Be careful because you can iron wrinkles in just as easily as you can iron them out. That's why I keep suggesting that you pull the napkin tight. And you want to continue to do this all around the sides. You see I'm focusing on these corners and these edges again. And one other thing, you want to be careful not to put your iron down without the parchment paper, because this paper burns very easily and turns a brownish color. Because you've decoupaged the whole box, or you put decoupage glue on it and you've let it dry completely, you can now go around the whole box and continue to put your napkin over this. I also put the napkin on the bottom outside of the box. You can leave that bare, that's completely up to you. But for now, let's just finish ironing the napkin down onto the rest of the box. And for these edges, I'm going to I use a nail file. You can use a regular file. I just find these nail files work really well when I am in need of something to file with. Make sure you only go down in one direction, and that is away from your piece. You don't want to go back and forth, and you don't want to move the file upwards. Both of those will cause your edges to weaken and your paper can come away, and we don't want that. So I'm going to go around these edges and remove all of these. If you would prefer not to wrap the napkin around your edges, you can still just apply pieces of the napkin where you need it, iron it down, and then do the filing again in one direction. I try to avoid that because I don't want to interfere with the napkin that's already on the top there. So you can file sideways like this. That will help keep the napkin intact so that it doesn't pull away from the box. So here's the top of the box and how it looks so far. I'm really happy with the way this is looking, and I'm just going to go around, finish the back and the bottom the exact same way. And you can use a wet paint brush. You just need a very fine point, or you can use one of these aqua brushes. They have water in them already. They're normally used for watercolors, but they come in very handy for decoupage. And you can just pull away any of the napkin that it's not really decoupage down. It may have gotten on your metal piece. It's very easy to remove it though. Okay, so now we've got all of the paper down, and we want to take the Deco Art napkin decoupage glue this time, and we are going to put a coat over the whole surface. And you do want to use the napkin decoupage glue because the original decoupage glue could be a little too heavy, and sometimes it can actually tear the napkin even though it's ironed on. So the napkin decoupage glue is what we want to put down here. I'm going to cover the whole box. Everywhere where there's napkin, I'm going to put the napkin decoupage glue, and I'm going to let this dry. And I found it was a good idea to open the box and hang it to dry this way, since I had covered the bottom also and I didn't want these edges touching anything. Now once the box is all dry, it's ready for your top coat, which could be, you can use a very high gloss like triple thick, you can go with satin, you can go with the iridescent varnish, which is also really beautiful. I chose the flat finish because I want this to look vintage like the pattern. And you can see this close up, there are no wrinkles here. Before I tell you what the two biggest problems might be that you encounter and how to fix that, I am showing you, you can continue to work. I'll put a link to this video. You can continue to work on the box and make it look like this. There are just a few embellishments. It's really quite simple to do as long as you have the right supplies and materials. So if you'd like to continue and do more with the box that you just decoupaged, follow this other video. But if you fast forward to 8 minutes and 47 seconds into this video, you'll see where I show you how to do all of these embellishments. Okay, so here is the first biggest problem that I have found. I get a lot of questions from people asking me why they are getting these results. So here's a problem. This particular napkin, I just took a cardboard box, I put some chalk paint on it, decoupage glue. I just followed all of those same steps. Now when I go to the second step and I want to put the napkin decoupage glue on, you can see that suddenly there are some bubbles or wrinkles appearing here. And I get this question a lot. People will say, I followed your instructions, I got bubbles, I got wrinkles. When I let it dry, they were still there. It's a little hard to see here, but they do show up. And the problem here was that you would not have put enough decoupage glue down in the first place. You want to make sure you have thoroughly covered that whole surface. Some people have too light of a hand, or they go sparingly with the decoupage glue, and it does not allow you to iron the napkin down properly. And the second biggest problem is, now here is another piece of cardboard that again I painted. I put the decoupage glue on, I allowed it to dry, and now I'm going to iron this on here. If I am impatient or I run the iron over it too quickly and I don't thoroughly get that napkin ironed down, I'm going to have the same problems. And there's one other problem that I will mention. The very old-fashioned form of decoupage glue out there, I really don't want to mention the name, but it is very heavy and gooey and it causes stickiness and wrinkles and bubbles. I always recommend the Americana napkin decoupage glue and the Americana glues because I have no problems with them. No one ever writes to me and says, I've had a problem with this glue. As a matter of fact, they sell out on Amazon all the time. I even have trouble getting them sometimes. So those are the three biggest problems that you might encounter with this. As long as you follow the steps in the first place, you will be fine. You won't have any problems. You will actually be able to listen to people say, did you do this? Did you make this? And yes, you did. So for now, guys, that is our video for the week. Thanks so much for tuning in, your lovely comments and questions. Don't forget my ebook on Amazon. I will have the link down below, Successful Decoupage Every Time. It is projects like this and questions like that that I answer in the book. So it's a very handy resource for you to have. And Amazon allows you to turn your iPhone or your iPad or your smart device into a Kindle for free. And then my ebook is $4.99 unless you've got Kindle Unlimited, and then it's free. Spring has finally sprung around here. I'm going to go back outside and enjoy some of the beautiful gardens around me. And I'll see you guys soon with another video. Thanks a lot, my friends. Bye-bye.